drop. Let's jump. Yeah, way better. Okay. And there we go. Oh. Yeah, nice and grippy. You can like really brake on this. It's mainly this part here at the end where the rock kind of ends. That's the tricky part. Hello guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm out in the middle of the woods. I'm in Notteryd, just outside of Växsjö. Basically, although it's probably gonna be like a week in between the videos, this is the day after I was in Växsjö bike park, and that is just outside of Växsjö. Then during the evening I actually stayed over at some friends in Växsjö to watch the Formula 1 race. It was the Canadian Grand Prix. Pretty good race, a lot of fun to just meet some friends and be there. But yeah, before I'm going back home to me, like about 1.5 hour drive, I want to take the opportunity to go out the ride today as well. It's actually pretty perfect conditions because if you saw yesterday's or like the last video from Växsjö, it was almost 30 degrees, really sunny, extremely hot and pretty dusty. And funnily enough, I guess this is typical Swedish weather. It's been raining quite a lot during the night. Now it's actually pretty nice. It's just cloudy and I don't think it's gonna rain anymore today. And it's gonna be like between 15 to 20 degrees Celsius. So it's actually perfect conditions to go out and ride. And I think the trails are gonna be, yeah, just perfect. I mean, I don't know if you can see. No, it's pretty dry. I don't know if you can see that it has been raining, but it has anyways. Something else about my bike, because in the last two videos you might have heard that it has rattled a lot, way more than it did before. I can insert a little clip here so you can kind of hear what I mean. And yeah, basically I was a bit like unsure what it was, because it happened like before the case in Ski Bike Hike, it didn't sound like that, and after it did. So I was a little bit like, okay, have I rattled some like internal cables, or yeah, I couldn't really figure out what it was that made a noise. But Joel yesterday actually pointed out what it was, and it's actually the cassette that was loose. So now if I just do this, you can yeah, I think you can hear that it's like day and night difference between how it did sound before and how it's sounding now. And I'm really happy and glad that I got it fixed, because it's obviously not a good thing to have it loose. It could cause way bigger issues if it actually comes loose completely. So yeah, now it's back in place, it's working, and yeah, for the sake of the videos and like how it sounds, it's way better now, because yeah, I know myself that when you watch riding videos you don't want to hear like an insane amount of rattling. So I'm really happy to have that fixed. Thanks you all for pointing it out so that I could actually do something about it. And yeah, I guess we're just gonna head into the first ride. So this is the starting area for two of the trails, one black and one red. One is called Enduro. It's the red one that I'm gonna start with, and there's also a black trail that's called Search for the Holy Trail. And yeah, I'm obviously I prefer to start off easier, so I'm gonna start with the red one. Like I said, I think it's way better. Just gonna clear out my goggles, because by running into some trees on my way here, like whilst pedaling, I had quite a lot of raindrops on my goggles. Well, it's not perfect, but it will have to do. So yeah, let's see here. Last time I was here it was about 0 degrees, really cold, didn't have any feeling in my fingers whatsoever when I like started my first run, so way better today obviously. Oh, that's the turn, yeah. Here I remember that it's getting very rocky right at the end, so here I'm gonna slow down a little bit. Yeah, because the first time I did that trail, I forgot about that, or like I didn't remember what Ewan and Joel, that are the locals, said, so I just went way too fast into there, and it was a little bit sketchy, so... But yeah, that's a really fun trail, and yeah, the conditions are really good, like dirt is really nice and moist now, and the roots are still not like wet and sketchy, so yeah, should make for a really good day. But yeah, let's move into the next trail. Okay, now I'm gonna do the black trail next to Enduro, like I said, search for the holy trail. It is kind of, yeah, it makes sense. This is the black, slightly harder, so it's kind of like a trickier version of Enduro, that is the red. It's slightly steeper, slightly techier, has a drop. Yeah, it's just slightly gnarlier in general, so it makes sense that it has this grading. This part here is a little bit overgrown, so a little bit hard to see here in between all the rocks. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna have to do that once more. Thought I would go through there with 10th gear, but was a little bit too ambitious. Okay, here is basically where the sketchy part starts. The drop, let's jump, and here it gets a bit steep again. Yeah, that's the search for the holy trail. It's arguably my favorite here, I'll say. I think that since it is actually quite a long way to go between the trails from here to the next one's further like that way, I think I'm gonna do Enduro and search for the holy trail once more, both of them. I might though put them later on in the vid to make it so that it's a little bit more, I guess, variation, and it's not like the same 2 trails and then I do the same 2 trails and like, yeah, mix it up a little bit. So I think I'm gonna do both of them once again, but like I said, for the sake of the video and mixing it up, I think they will appear later on in the video. So now I'm actually gonna do a trail that I haven't attempted last time. There are actually 2 trails that we just skipped last time when I was out there here with Joel and June, and also Thomas. Basically Joel and June said that due to the lumbering, there's basically a big section like over there where they've cleared out a massive portion of the woods. And these 2 trails are affected by that. I did walk up the red one, I can't remember at the top of my head if it's called like Archangel maybe. I'll correct myself here with some text if not. I first walked that just to make sure, and basically, yeah, a lot of that trail is ruined due to that lumbering. The upper part is fine, but it wasn't like that exciting, so it's not like worth doing. Then also Purgatory is the second one that's been affected by the lumbering. But this one actually has a pretty interesting upper part that it is a little bit pedally, but it has some cool, pretty gnarly rolls. It is a black one, so it's to be expected, I guess. But this one is actually pretty cool. And the lower part is like, it is right at the edge of that lumbering area, so it's kind of like doable-ish. You can get through there. But the main like reason why you would want to do that portion is the last drop, but I walked all the way down to the very bottom because it's basically the last feature. And I will insert some pictures here. As you can see, it's not rideable. Like the area, or like the dirt just before, is just completely ruined. It's just big holes, and yeah, it's impossible to do it. Would have been pretty spicy otherwise. I get why this is a black trail, because it's not super high. I don't know how well it comes across on the pictures, but it's not the height itself, it's just the fact that it's a really steep, pretty tight landing. So yeah, you will go pretty far by just going slow, like even that. So it's a shame. Like, this trail would be fully rideable with just a tiny bit of work, like to that drop, and just clearing out some small bits here and there. And this trail will be up and running 100%. But like I said, enough talking. I'm gonna do the upper part. Like I said, that isn't affected whatsoever. And yeah, leave the rest for maybe another time. Okay, here we have a bit of a punchy little climb. Okay, I'm gonna have to redo that one. I might as well just do the entire thing. I think I need a way lower gear. I thought I would get away with the one that I had, but unfortunately not. So yeah, since I'm pretty much at the start, I think I'm gonna redo the entire thing, to be honest. Let's try again, and I'm gonna try to widen the turn a little bit and see if that basically helps, hopefully. Yep, way better. Okay, this is a pretty tricky section with a lot of rocks. Okay, made it through that. Not clean by any means, but made it through. And this is also a pretty tricky section. Let's see here. Okay, yeah. That's pretty much, or well, that is the upper section of Purgatory. Yeah, these technical climbs are definitely not the strength of mine. But I mean, I am riding downhill, that's my preference, so I don't do a whole lot of those techy climbs. But yeah, I mean, I guess it's something that I need to work on, because it didn't exactly work well. I got stuck on 2 different occasions, but doing that wider turn definitely helped there on that rock where I got stuck the first run. And yeah, even though it's just half the trail, or maybe even less, it's actually really fun and a good challenge. So yeah, a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. Okay, now I'm gonna do Gravedigger, another black one. This is kind of cool because it has this kind of slanted rock that you kind of need to angle your way into. You'll see later on. Purgatory had like a light version of it, kind of. The second rock that I did, we have to like kind of go down the side slightly. And this one has a more, like, I guess, severe one. But first you need to do this little punchy climb here after these rocks. And yes, I promise that I know that this doesn't look like a trail, but trust me, it is. And there we go. It's a really cool feature. Pretty, like, unique, I guess. Okay. Okay, I need to chill a little bit because apparently I don't remember the trail. I did not remember it getting so steep after that. Okay, this is the FU section of the trail. Oh, they've made it. Okay, you cannot roll over it. I was like, oh, they fixed it. And I mean, I guess you technically can, but you need to kind of go down like that. Over here there's nothing, so I would just bash my chain guard and everything like big time otherwise, but this was not here last winter, so someone's been doing a little bit of trail work here. And I understand, because this entire section is like just FU, and apparently when I talked to Joel and Jon, some of these trails are built by a guy that rides like a massive amount of XC. So he's like, he can get through this, and I don't know, maybe I could if I like really wanted to and tried to, but it's not worth it, because like it continues like this and just keeps on going, and then after that you have to as well like go up here. So it's not like, yeah, like right after the rock wall, and then after that it gets fun again. But I mean, this is just a mess. And it's flat, so it's not like you have any momentum from like going down as well. You need to generate it all through pedal power. So yeah, I guess it's a fun challenge for some people, but I'm not gonna bother. It's just a lot of energy into something that I'm not worth. It's not worth it. So I'll see you at the next section of the trail, because the end part is a lot of fun as well. We're past that. There is another rock garden like just down here, but at least it's in a downslope, and it's just not as bad as well. So there we go, and now comes a drop. Nice. I don't think that's a jump. I don't know, maybe it is, and maybe I'm just boring, but I don't think, if I remember correctly, that it is. Okay, yeah, this is pretty much the end, because towards the end it gets flat and it's pretty much this again. And I'm not an XC guy, and this is not for me. So might as well stop here, save that little extra energy to do it on the downslopes on the other trails. But yeah, it's a shame about that middle section, because if it had a bit of a nicer flowing section there, or like it wasn't just so up in your face all of a sudden, I would enjoy this trail so much more, because it has some really good fun areas otherwise that I really enjoy. I just need to check here as well if this is a jump, just for a friendly reminder for the future. Oh, okay, probably is. Looking at it that way, I was just so unsure when I came here, but yeah, it definitely is. As long as you don't hit this this rock here, you should just probably take off from here, and you have a pretty nice landing. So yeah, got scared for nothing, I guess, but better be safe than sorry. So friendly reminder to anyone else that does this, that you can actually jump this, just don't land on that rock, I guess. Okay, Enduro. Man, that's a lot of fun. Okay, time for Preacherman. I kind of mixed this one together with Hope, because they're both red and they're next to each other. So I know that one has a really annoying rock garden, but can't remember if it's on this trail or if it's on Hope. Guess we're about to find out. That section is pretty tricky. That was not the rock garden I talked about, or like meant, but that's a pretty tricky section as well. Oh yeah, this is the rock garden. Just about. Yeah, I think my main problem is just need to commit a little bit more with the rock gardens in general, but got through it fine. Other than that, the top part is a lot of fun on this one. It's just the bottom that I'm not. It's a little bit. Or I might actually show you the rock roll that I did last time out. I don't think I'm gonna, or well, I'm not gonna do it today because I'm all alone, not with any of my friends. But I can still show it, at least see how it looks like today. So yeah, here it is. Like, I know that it doesn't look like a whole lot on camera. It's always like that, but yeah, it is pretty steep. Like, I mean, condition wise it looks fine, but like I said, I am all alone and it's not worth it when you're alone. Like, even though I backed myself that I would be able to do it again, yeah, if something happens, it's a Monday, there's not a lot of people out here today. Like, yeah, it's not worth it. So I can show you like the run, or like when I did it in the winter, so you at least have that. Whew. Oh yeah, klar. So yeah, here it is from up above, and like down there you can see my bike. So like that's my bike, and that's how small it is from up here. So yeah, I guess it gives. Oh wait, actually, that's the right. I zoomed out a little bit more than I should have. This is how it looks like from up here, from my point of view. So yeah, this is a steep one. Like, it is really like pretty much straight down. But yeah, like I said, I'm not gonna do it today anyways. But it is here for like people that wants it. It's a really cool feature, and I love my rock rolls, and yeah, it's a pretty unique one to have. Like, we don't have a lot of like big rock roll features like out in the woods like this in Sweden, so it's cool to have one here. And it's not part of any trail, it's just like it's separate feature. But yeah, that's the rock roll. But let's move on to some riding again. I just thought it would be fun to show it as well. Okay, let's do a search for the Holy Trail again. Okay, and I remember to go down a few gears here. Okay, it's still pretty tricky, but way more manageable. Okay. Huh. I don't know if you could like tell from the riding, but like just a tiny bit before you like went onto the big rock, that's the drop. I don't know if it was like a slightly wet route or something, but I got a slight hit on my front wheel. Kind of knocked me off balance for a second and made me go over the drop slightly slower than I would have liked. Still worked out fine, but yeah, had probably the perfect speed the first time, and this time it, yeah, was a little bit slower than would have been perfect. But yeah, still at the same time glad I managed to ride it out without any issues. But yeah, that's a really fun trail. I really enjoyed that one. Yeah, has some really steep gnarly sections and some really fast flowy sections as well. So yeah, let's search for a holy trail. So this is Hope, kind of similar to Preacherman that I just did. Yeah, some tight sections, some faster sections. Yeah, just a good mix of tech. Oh, wait. Okay, so it's just me getting a bit confused. It actually continues just straight on. It's just pretty hard to see that it continues right here, but it does. Okay, yeah, you kind of want to go inside there because otherwise you'll get a very tight line, but like next to that rock. Pretty tight turns there. They're pretty tricky. Okay, yeah, that's also like a really tricky rocky section. Oh, well, it does end up there. Yeah, what a mess of a run. Just riding off the trail like 2 times, getting a little bit awkward on some of those tight turns. Did commit pretty nicely into the rock garden though, and felt way better than yeah, just going slow like I have before. But I know that it's just about commitment mainly. Yeah, a bit of a messy run, but this might probably be my least favorite, so I think I'm gonna like be fine with that. Like, I don't really have any need or want to ride it more, so gonna move on to the next one. Okay, now it's time for Mercy Blue Trail. Quite a lot of fun, has some nice sections. Yep, up here is that rock roll. Almost forgot about that. Well, I did forget about that by the line choice that I took. Gets a bit rougher here towards the end, like you can see. Yeah, that's Mercy. I have one more trail to check out. So yeah, let's move to that. Okay, now I'm gonna do the trail Babylon. Main attraction here are 2 nice rock rolls that are, yeah, pretty cool. Other than that, can't remember much from it, honestly. I do remember that it is pretty pedally, as you can see here. So I will do some cutting, and I'll basically include bits that are fun and interesting. Okay, that was not a good line. I don't know, I don't remember that feature whatsoever last time. That is not one of the sketchy rock walls, and I cannot remember being so sketchy on that, so either I'm on the wrong trail or my memory is shite. Glad I managed to ride it out though, nonetheless. Or I just need to take a better line, I guess, as well. Because I went like straight down there and it's like a big step. I should probably just go right. Okay, I kind of want revenge on this feature. I think, like I said, if I just stick to the left, it should be 100% fine. Yep. Yep, everything's about line choice there, I guess. The rockford should be coming up soon, like... Oh yeah, here's the first one. This one is a little bit scariest because I don't know if you can see, but it is slightly tilted, maybe like this, and that's what makes it a little bit but other than that it's fine. Probably gonna go down and just feel out the grip a little bit, but as long as it feels okay, I'm gonna hit it. It is a little bit wet and mossy, but I'm just gonna make sure that I'm going really slow at the top, and should be fine. Yeah, a little bit sketched out by sometimes it's better to just not feel out the grip, I guess, because it was a little bit like slippery when I felt it out, but yeah, worked out absolutely fine. I think we're coming into the next one now. This is actually a really nice slab because it's really nice and grippy. You can like really brake on this. It's mainly this part here at the end where the rock kind of ends. That's the tricky part. Kind of went a little bit offline, but at the same time I did it blind, so but yeah, I trust that rock a whole lot more than the other one. And then it's just like pretty chill single track from here on out, if I remember, just back to the parking lot. A little bit tight and overgrown here. But yeah, that's mainly the like crux of it. If it was one feature that I was gonna struggle with, I did not think it was the one that I did. The one where I almost went OTB on. But yeah, that is it for now, at least. Because the plan is actually to meet Joel and Jon for the second half of the day, and probably do Ekeberg or something like that. Yeah, I really just like this place a lot though. Yes, it is a little bit overgrown during the summer in some places, but this is like natural trails at its finest. Like, really shows what you can do with just a creative mind, and yeah, making sure that you pick lines that are really good as it is. Just using rocks and other types of features to make it work and make it really fun. Because this is a nature reserve, so you're not really like meant to build here. You can't really like just dig a massive jump, for example. So they've been really creative with how they've managed to make it work. And like I said, I really enjoy it. Good single track, tight somewhere in some places, really fast in some places, especially like Enduro and Search for the Holy Trail. And yeah, I like my rock slabs, so Babylon has two cool ones, for example. almost ended myself on the first feature there though. Yeah, I really can't remember that one. I almost have to go back and watch my last video from here when I did that trail and see what I did different. Maybe I just picked that line that I picked the second time right away, and it wasn't like something that I really thought about. But yeah, today I nearly ended myself there. So yeah, I'm just glad that I managed to stay on the bike and not hurt myself, because it would have been a pretty bad OTB otherwise. Sorry by the way to all the people that like want warm, lovely summer days, but as someone who mountain bikes, this is the perfect weather, like overcast 15-20 degrees and yeah, rained during the night, and it's just nice and chilly today. So as a mountain biker, I love this weather, for your sake as well, that wants warm sunny days. I hope you get some as well. But yeah, anyways, thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next one, and take care.